Yes, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing? This is Lawyer Taj here. You're welcome to our program, which we call our Daily Dose of Aurum Foundation. In this program, we show you how we take advantage of technology to create wealth today. And you would agree with me that artificial intelligence is something that sounds pretty interesting over the years. We have been talking a lot about AI, but many people still don't understand how institutionalized AI is today. So what we're about to show you, it's an opportunity by a fintech company for you and I to take advantage. The name of the company is called Aurum Foundation. So without wasting much time, I want to go straight to sharing my screen so that we can begin immediately. So if you can see my screen, just give me the letter B. So I'll run straight up to running the presentation. Okay, that's fine. Thank you very much. Yeah, so this is Aurum Foundation, understanding a modern fintech ecosystem. Now we are going to be using some words in this call that has its own diction, that has its diction, just the way we have legal diction for lawyers, we have medical diction for medical staff and so on and so forth. Here we have financial dictions, which we're going to break down. Modern, of course, we know is new. Fintech, financial technology. So the addition of financial and technology make up the word fintech. So what is fintech or what is financial technology? Financial technology is the creation of technologies to help our finances. Simply put, is the creation of technologies that helps our finances. Ecosystem means a figure that has all other components that make up a system. And so we're going straight down to listen to this video that explains just a little bit on what we're about to learn today. Please take note of the words, like I said, very important dictions that will make you quite understand what we're doing.
A new financial era is unfolding, powered by technology, driven by blockchain. Introducing Aurum, a smart AI-powered ecosystem built to create automated income on the blockchain. With automated AI trading bots, your capital works for you. No stress, no daily effort. Led by Brian Benson, former Binance director and fintech expert, affordable access, sustainable monthly returns, optional compounding, and real Visa card integration.
If you don't earn while you sleep, you'll work forever. Start where you are. Take action today.
The ebook AI was just being very civil because the truth is, if you don't earn while you sleep, you will work until you die. So this is an introduction to Aurum Foundation, a fintech company in the sector called artificial intelligence finance. This is the logo of the company. And please note the company is called Aurum Foundation, not Aurum. If you go online and just type in Aurum, you're going to see a whole lot of different stuff that is not associated with this company. But if you want to know much more about this company, type in the words Aurum Foundation, and you will see things that will marvel your mind. There's one of those companies out there that has excellent ratings, even from scam advisors and the rest. And so, what is Aurum Foundation? Aurum Foundation is a decentralized fintech company dedicated to the development of innovative crypto products and AI-powered algorithms that redefine how users manage and grow their digital assets. In simple parlance, what it means is that Aurum Foundation is a fintech company that has different products that you and I can use to earn money. Aurum Foundation is a fintech company that has different products that you and I can use to earn money, simply put. Now, do we all agree that we are in the world of digital finance today? The answer, if you think is yes, put a yes. But before you put a yes or no, I just want to juxtapose what is happening today because, before we used to do banking in buildings, meaning that if you're banking in First Bank, you need to go to First Bank to carry out your business. But today, we're doing a lot of transactions right from our phones. This alone goes to show that the world has moved to digital finance. So if you are in the world of digital finance today, that means that you are one of those who carry out transactions mostly on your phone. So how do people begin to understand what digital finance is? I, for one, started to understand how big digital finance, cryptocurrency, the blockchain technology, the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, Web3, tokenization. I began to understand what those things meant when I became a member of Binance, and I saw that I could have wallets for all the different cryptocurrencies in the world. I can have deposit and receive wallets. I can keep my money safely. It is more safer to have my money in Binance than any Nigerian bank, and so on and so forth. And so I have been using Binance since 2018, 2019. And so I just want to know the individuals that are here on the call. If you have a Binance account, type a yes. If you don't have a Binance account, type a no. I want to do an observation. Chef say yes. Kate, yes. Mommy T, yes. I did direct, yes. Ibrahim, yes. Umagbanan, yes. Samson say no. Okay. One no. Anya will say yes. Right. So it's clear that just two, three, Lola, Namdi Jude. Okay. Nice. Okay, so you would understand with me, for those who have been using Binance, that if come to think of it, you have made money using Binance. And not just that you have made money, Binance have made money from you using their services. And that's what we have with Aurum, guys. Binance is a fintech company that started in 2017, and they had only three fintech products, which was the Binance Exchange, Binance Staking, and the BNB token. With these three fintech products, Binance entered into the market in 2017 and started their ICO, which is initial coin offering, where they give out the coins to people who wish to buy. They were able to raise a paltry $12 million. And considering the fact that it was 2017, when a whole lot of people didn't understand what cryptocurrency is or whether it was legitimate or how it worked. And so few people brought their 500, 1,000, 5,000, 100,000 put together to buy the Binance token. And so Binance armed with $12 million with the Aurum staking and the Binance staking and the Binance exchange, they went into the market. Binance did not only survive, they thrived. Because today, 2026, 9 years later, that same Binance is worth over $65 billion, over 200 million users of Binance worldwide, and over 20 million users on a daily basis. And so imagine that the company makes just $1 from one user. For 20 million users, that's $20 million on a daily basis. So guys, we have seen that Binance is no more just an exchange, but have expanded into other financial services. The same is with Aurum, because just like Binance, Aurum is a fintech company, but with 14 different products entered into the market in January of this year. Now, what do you think if Binance could thrive with three fintech products? What do you think Aurum will do with 14 different products? So understanding Aurum the right way simply means that Aurum becomes easier to understand using the ecosystem concept. So please note that Aurum is not just a public exchange. It's not just a bank. It is a fintech company with different fintech products in its ecosystem that improves the finances of its users just by usability. And here you can see Aurum enters the top crypto companies to invest in 2026. You can Google up this information and read a whole lot about it. Guys, what you have here is the different products of the company that make up the Aurum ecosystem. If I were you, I'll take a screenshot of this page because it shows virtually the 14 different products that this company has or that makes up its ecosystem. The flagship product of the company is the Aurum X AI bot. So the Aurum X AI bot, you join the company. And having joined with the Aurum X AI bot, you have access to all other different fintech products that this company has to offer. And I'll tell you, I don't, or I have never seen any AI cheaper than what we have with the Aurum X AI bot. Because to have that bot working for you is just a paltry $19.99, 1 cent less of $20. And that bot will work for you for 365 days based on the capital that you have. And based on the capital that you have, depends on how much you can make, guys. So, not just the Aurum XAI bot that is the artificial intelligence that trades for us. We also have the Aurum XAI Pro bot and the Aurum Zeus bot. Another beautiful product of the company is the Aurum Flash Loans, which will be launching pretty soon. The Aurum cards. That is, we have cards that are Visa card and MasterCard enabled that we can spend everywhere in the world. We also have the Aurum AI agent, Aurum Exchange, which is just launched, which is in its beta testing. You can check it out. Someone please type in the exchange website on the aurum.trading. That's the website of the Aurum exchange, aurum.trading. And then we have the Aurum Neobank, which is why we were saying that Aurum is not just a bank, just like the OPays, the Kudas, the PalmPays. That's the way Aurum has its own banking system. And then we have Aurum Staking, which is coming live with the Aurum Exchange. Aurum Network, which is all of us created right here. And then the Aurum token. Now, remember that I said that during Binance's history, it had to sell its BNB token in order to raise money during its ICO, and we were able to raise $12 million. But to show you how smart Aurum is, this company has said during the launch that the Aurum token will only be launched when we have over 500,000 investors or users already. And I'll tell you, any coin that is launched and has that amount of people for usability, it must always shoot up. So we're not going to be looking at raising $12 million. We'll be looking at raising even billions of dollars. The Aurum Flow is another artificial intelligence that the company uses. And then the Aurum POS and ATM. Yes, we have cards, we have POS and ATM because why? The company has made plans that they will be resident in over 75 countries by the year 2035. And in all those countries, these POS and ATMs will be mounted everywhere for everyone to use. Why? Because it is only us that have solved the problem of creating the gap or bridging the gap between cryptocurrency and fiat currency. All the monies we have in the USDT is in all the monies we have in the card is in USDT. All the monies we have in the card is in USDT. I always love to have my card close to me, because with this card, I don't need an Abuki anymore in my life. I don't need any exchange. I don't need any bad rates. I can't be overtaxed by any kind of system, either in Nigeria or in the UK or anywhere in the world, because this jumps a whole lot. It is the technology itself. And so this company is going to have POS and ATM machines in different parts of the world where people can use them. We also have the Aurum real world assets, which are an updated and up-to-date technology called tokenization, where you and I can be part owners of companies like Eco Atlantic City, of banks, of boardrooms, of factories all over the world. Tokenization is a powerful concept, and it is already in existence as we speak. So these are the 14 different products that this company has to offer. And I tell you, just by using any of these products, you will earn more money. And for you earning more money, Aurum is going to get commissions off you which is going to make the company rich. Just like Binance. Just by you using Binance, do you know you're making Binance rich? Yes, you are. Because if you do any transactions, you pay fees. These fees accumulated altogether makes the company a multi-billion dollar company. And so that is what we have with Aurum. That is exactly the opportunity that we have with Aurum today. That's the opportunity that we have with Aurum today. So next slide. So you can see that the services inside the Aurum ecosystem is multitudinous. And what I mean by that is that they have different services, a range of services on there that covers digital wallets, payment cards, financial education, technology-assisted tools, transfers, trading, exchange, and global payments. These services are in the ecosystem. And then members have optional utilities. You can use what option you want on here. And these starting from, you can use just the wallets to get money. You can use just the cards to keep your money safe from any form of taxation or any form of scrutiny from the banks or the government. Some focus on just the artificial intelligence trading, earning 16 to 18% a month, earning 8 to 12% a month, earning 10 to 15% a month, based on the three different bots that we have. Some focus on team building, building a team and growing together and overcoming poverty and creating financial freedom and helping people become financially free. Some also focus on just growing their cryptocurrencies, which is made possible by what is known as the Aurum Zeus bot. The Zeus bot makes good use of your Bitcoin, your BNB, your Ethereum, your Doge, your Pepe, and your Solana. They trade it for you and you earn quantities of those coins on a daily basis, thereby growing your cryptocurrencies, thereby making it better than just leaving it in other exchanges, waiting for the value to increase. And so, a juxtaposition of the traditional and the fintech system clearly shows major differences. In the traditional banking system, you have to go to a physical branch to do business. But today, everybody uses the mobile app. In the local access system of traditional banking, if you are in Warri and your bank is in Benin, you need to transport yourself to Benin in order to have access to your account. But here, with the fintech system currently today is global access. And then there are limited hours that you can work, 8 to 4 p.m., the time you have to go to the bank to carry out transactions in those days. But today, there's 24/7 availability. Even if it's 1 a.m., you want to send money, you can't do that. So there are paper processes for the traditional system and digital processes that we have now. And so the vision of Aurum is to create 1,000 new millionaires using the Aurum system. Not out of the sky, but because you have your money in different fintech products of this company, you have a chance to earn. And by earning, you could be one of those people who become millionaires because you have your money working with the fintech products of Aurum. And so that's why we need to listen right now to the CEO of Aurum, Mr. Brian Benson. Brian Benson, he's a man of over 27 years of experience in the Web3, in the fintech world, who's in digital currencies, creation of blockchain and blockchain system. He's been a very vital part of the company Binance for over 12 years, helping opening the Latin American version of Binance and so on and so forth. He's a guy that we all know is a smart individual. He's a genius. Because when you're with him, you listen to him, you will be amazed, not just the words that come out of his mouth or how he thinks about Aurum, his brainchild. So let us listen to him when he was asked about the vision of the company.
We're on a mission to create 1,000 millionaires that don't have $1 million today. So if we can come up with a system whereby there's hundreds of thousands of people in there, but 1,000 of these people turn into millionaires, then those assets are inside of our platform. That turns us into a unicorn right away. And so that's really the goal that I have as an executive at the company is how do we get people that don't have $1 million today to get them to $1 million $1 million through saving, through yield-bearing assets, through a lot, compounding interest, through a lot of these things that have been around for a long time, but that not everyone in the world uses. And these are tools that are super important to get us there. So that's how we're measuring it internally, is if we can get to the point where we have 1,000 people that have become millionaires through our system and through working with our products, then that gets us really close to the unicorn valuation. And we want to be a fintech unicorn. I think Binance was the fastest fintech unicorn ever in the history. Yeah. I think it took less than 6 months. We used to have a slide about that in our pitch deck. So I'm pretty sure I've done this before. I've been involved in one of the fastest growing fintech unicorns in the world. And I think what we have at Aurum is actually very similar to when I started at Binance.
I think what we have at
And guys, that's what you heard directly from the CEO, that this system uses basic principles like saving, yield-bearing assets, and compounding to create something magnificent. And as we go on, you will see what he meant by these words. This guy is a neat genius. I say that because I've met him live. I have his number. He's my friend on Instagram and also on Telegram and all the rest. And it's accessible, not someone who's far away. And don't be surprised why maybe we'll have Brian Benson in Nigeria someday soon. So here was I, chilling with the CEO in January of this year in Dubai when we had our event. This was when I was given my Nexus Award, and we had a picture right on stage. This is where we met for the first time, and I was intrigued by how we Nigerians are pushing the business. And we said, we want him in Nigeria, and say, yes, I'm ready to come, but you have to take care of my security. So when we have that on a shutdown, don't be surprised when you have Brian Benson in Nigeria, or when we have Aurum Foundation being registered also here in Nigeria as a fintech company. So guys, what we have is awesome with the company. We know the structure, we know the people behind it. And not just this guy, we also have other professionals like Leonardo Galindez. He's the CEO of the Aurum Exchange. So you can imagine how big Binance Exchange is. And just by having only that exchange, they have been able to be very successful in the space. Besides Binance, you can't call more than 5 or 6 different exchanges to show you that there's opportunity right there. But in the world of AI finance, there's no one there right about now, because what we have with Aurum Foundation makes us the #1 go-to in time to come for people to understand what the power of AI institutionalization in trading can create in the world of AI finance. So Leonardo Galindez, he was the founder of CoinCoinEx. He's also an ex-Binance partner. He worked with Brian Benson when they were also in Binance. And he has his own company and he has created crypto infrastructure at over 300,000 users used on a daily basis. So now we have professionals from all over the world. You can see Mr. Shane Moran, who's the Chief Network Development Officer. Shane Moran is known in the network marketing space so much for his establishment of the company called Organo Gold. Organo Gold was a coffee company many years ago. I was able to be just a little startup that ended up becoming a multi-billion-dollar company. And so we have his experience now working with us together in Aurum, and Nicholas Erland, the head of partnerships, Brent Fuller, the VC relationship advisor, and Tobias Bauer. So these professionals out there together are the brains that are currently creating and making a lot of difference in Aurum. And even this week, I think on the 9th, Monday, we will be having a call directly with the CEO, who's going to be briefing us of the current development that has been uptaken in this company called Aurum Foundation. And please note that the company has a game plan, has a map, a roadmap till 2035. And that's what they are diligently following. A roadmap that started 3 years ago from February 2023. Today we are in 2026, 3 years into the roadmap, and we have seen a lot of difference with the company. Now, like I said, you can never get an artificial intelligence that is cheaper than our Aurum XAI bot. With 19.99, you can get the marketing plan for this company for 365 days. That means not only will the bots, the artificial intelligence be trading for you, you will have full access to all other Aurum products and services. You will be able to participate in a marketing plan that maximizes your earning potentials. And then you can join a community of ambitious, like-minded individuals, and also gain access to official training, live events all over the world. Like next month, we're going to the Maldives for the leadership event on there. So if you're a part of this company, you have the chance to travel. If you have the mindset to travel, travel over the world, meet your team members, meet like-minded people, create friendships all over the world, and have educational programs too. So all these are all what makes up the package, not just having an AI trading for you. All these I've just stated will be open for you when you become a member of Aurum. And so Aurum has 8 different contracts that you can come in based on the amount of money you have. So if you come in with $100 contract, the $100 package, or if you come in with $100, you fall into the basic package, and that amounts to 10.49% earnings in profits on a monthly basis. If you come in with a $5,000 contract, which is pretty good, you're going to be earning 13.99%, 13.99% of your capital every month. Then if you come with a 50K package of the ultimate, you earn 16.62% on a monthly basis. And so you have the opportunity to withdraw on a daily basis if you want. So far, you have at least 25 USDT on there to withdraw. And then not just all these factors, the fact that you can increase your rewards by compounding profits only if you choose. We talked about the power of compounding, and we're going to see it evident with what this company has to offer. Because right about now, this company, since 2023, has been able to backtest these artificial intelligences and see that it makes between 16 to 18% per month. That's for the Aurum XAI bot. It makes between 16 to 18% per month. So what you see here is a calculation of how much you stand to earn based on the packages that you're coming in with and at the value of it in Naira. Somebody had told me that I should change this thing. Let me do the value of it in francs because it's from Cameroon. Someone gonna help me with that? Please, if you are from Cameroon, help us do the Cameroon version of this, the francs version of this. We would like it a lot. So with the capital ranging from 200, 300, let us calculate what you stand to earn based on the percentage in profits. So let's look at the $200, the 5,000, and the $50,000 contract. So with the $200 contract, you earn 10.4% in a month. 10.4% amounts to $20.80, and in Nigeria, that amounts to 31,200 naira. That means that in 9.6 months, you'll be risk-free. What risk-free means here is that you'd have earned 2 times the value of your capital, which is 400. So now let's look at the $5,000 contract, which gives you 13.9% every month. That amounts to $695. $695 every month. And in Naira, that is 1,042,500. So that means that in 7.2 months, you become risk-free. Then the $50,000 contract gives you 16.6% on a monthly basis. With that, you earn $8,300. The amounts of 12.4 million every month. And in 6 months, you are risk-free. So let's observe something. The more money you come in with, the more you earn. The more money you have in the system, the quicker you become risk-free, because you can see about 6 months it takes for the 50,000 and over 9.6 months it takes for the smaller packages. Another thing you can understand from this graph is the fact that it is calculated based on simple interest. That means that the graph is created for you to withdraw on a monthly basis. The graph shows you how much you stand to earn when you withdraw on a monthly basis and the value of the money in Naira. But if you don't withdraw and you choose to compound your profits, you will be amazed what you can have. Once again, this figure you see here It's not based on you bringing anybody. You can choose not to tell anybody about the business and have your money work for you, and you will earn quite as much, even much more than what is envisaged on here. And so, let us see the power of compounding as said by Bram Benson in Aurum Foundation. So here we have the profit calculator that calculates your potential earnings by investing in the XAI bot. So let us calculate what a $500 can be in 5 years. This calculation was done by me for a fellow who wanted to invest this sum for his son so that when he finishes secondary school, he can go to any of the best universities. And so $500 compounded for 5 years is worth 3,459,062 USDT. And if now not compounded, but every month he's withdrawing with this money as his capital, it still will make a value of over 6.9 million. So with such monies, it's more than enough to train his child to better school. And so people would ask me, now why 5 years? Are you sure this company is going to be here in the next 5 years? And the answer that I give them is, if Binance would be in existence 9 years later with just three different fintech products, how much or how long do you think a company like Aurum, it has 14 different products, how long do you think it's going to be here? More so, Aurum has shown us in its plan that it has a lot to do from now to 2035. That means that for all its fintech products to be fully active and the ones coming in is going to take up to 2035. Right about now, we have about 6 or 7 of the fintech products that are fully active today. But how many do you use? You can ask all the members on the call, how many of the tools, the fintech tools, do you have or do you use in Aurum? For me, I use 5 of the tools, which is the XAI bot, which is a flagship product. I use the XAI Zeus bot. I use the XAI Pro bot. I use the Visa cards. I use the Aurum exchange. And so different people use different kinds of products in order to earn more in the system. So this is just what the XAI bot can do for you in regards to compounding if you choose to be a part of what Aurum has to offer, guys. And so the Aurum card, this was what sold me in the business. And so in 2025, July, I was told about this business. And after the presentation, I said, no, it's too good to be true. This cannot be true. This is a scam. This must be a scam. How are you going to tell me this and that? And I went to do my research with just the word Aurum, not knowing the full word was Aurum Foundation. I saw a lot of nonsense online. I gathered everything and I told my group members that, listen, some people are going to meet you to come and join Aurum. Simply tell them no, because from my findings, this company is a scam. Blah, 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 blah. July came, August, September. In October, I had a chance to be in Thailand for another event by a company, all expense paid. And so while I was in the event, a friend of mine, Lee O'Shea, called me and said, Taj, I heard that you are in Thailand. This is an opportunity for you to see Aurum for what it is. You should come and see the structure, see the CEO, see everyone there, and make an informed decision. Not just you saying that this company is this and that. Don't worry, it's all expense paid trip. I'm going to take care of you. Why? Because I am close to being financially free. I said, how long have you been in the business? I said, I've been in the business for 7 months. And I can tell you that whatever your bill is, I can take care of it. Okay, impressively, I'm going to come. And then I went to Phuket, Thailand, and Lee paid for everything. I noticed that when he was paying for the room for 5 days, he used this card. And then he showed me the card and said, Taj, do you know what this is? I looked at the card. I said, Aurum, Visa Business, Aurum. Oh, do you mean that this company has a card that all your earnings can be in, that you can spend on the ATM or make payment for everything? He said, yes. Not only that, The card has no KYC, so you can use it for virtually anything or for anybody. I was like, wow, guys, for the 5 days that we're in Phuket together, we were spending everything from the card. And it dawned on me because companies like Visa card or MasterCard will never have anything to do with any company that is a scam or a fraud or a perceived Ponzi. So I knew that I am in a business different from any kind of business I've done before. I've lost in 28 different companies online. When you talk of mining, minting, trading, staking, ICU, whatnot, 28 different businesses. But when I saw Aurum for what it is, I was like, wow, this is really different because I've never invested in a fintech company. A fintech company is a company that has fintech products that everybody can use. So knowing that Aurum is different was very awesome for me. And then the beauty about it was this, and I want to ask you now, have you ever invested in a fintech company? Because mind you, Aurum is not MLM. It's not network marketing. It's not direct sales company. It's not a company that deals in bot trading. It has every different fintech product that cover different aspects of our life. So yet again, I want to ask you, have you ever invested in a fintech company before? My answer is no. Yes, I've done different businesses, but they were based on different factors. Some had one product, some had one bot that they say was trading, some had some was networking. You must bring somebody before you earn. You must sell products before you have. And so I'd like to know if there's anybody in the call today that has ever invested in a fintech company, for example, like Binance. I did direct said no. I just want to see 5 individuals let us know if they have invested in a fintech company before. Lola F says no. Lola from Germany. Umar Bagana Ibrahim said no, no. Okay. Um, the fellow that said he has invested in a fintech company before, can you tell us what fintech company did you invest in and how did it go? Or how much are you now? Or what really happened? Please, you can use the chat while we go on. I'll come back to you. But let us know which fintech company you've invested before and how did it go? Because for me, this is the first fintech company I've ever invested in before. The first ever. And so after I got my card in Dubai during the launch of the company, on my way back to Africa, I stopped off at Ghana and I decided to try the card and see if it worked. You can see that my face was full with anticipation, near worry. Is this going to work or not? Because we went to Africa, so sometimes technology that works in different parts of the world don't work here. Maybe because there's one screw or there's one wire and they never well, never tied together. So let's listen to this transaction that I did for the first time using my card in Accra, Ghana. Okay. So I'm in Ghana now. I want to use my Visa card, Aurum Visa card. It's gonna touch. Okay. I just put my PIN in and it's approved. You see, live SIM card here in Ghana. Worked one time. You see, Aurum is wonderful. And not just wonderful, Aurum is awesome because as soon as I dropped down in Nigeria, I went straight to the nearest ATM to use the card. So I want to try the Aurum card on the Nigerian machine. Charge from the machine. So yes. Transaction in progress. Going. Live. Right here in Nigeria. Got the Aurum card. Pay. Do you want a transaction next? I said no. So give me my card. No. So, live and direct. Live and direct even in Nigeria. And from then henceforth, I have been using the card for everything that I do. And it's awesome because I tried and used this card in 3 different countries, right from Dubai to Accra, Ghana to Lagos. And I just, even in Delta State, even in Benin, I've been using the cards till now. 2 things I've noticed. I've never had to do anything with my Naira account anymore. Like I don't really need to have money in my Naira account to do stuff. But that means that whatever is thinking of any taxation or over taxation in regards to Nigeria, I am exempted from that. Secondly, I don't need an aboki anymore. I don't need an exchanger because with that card with me, everywhere I go in the world, I can simply slot it into the ATM machine and get the fiat value of whatever country I am in. So if I'm in the UK and I use the card, I'm going to get pounds. If I'm in the US, I use the card, I'm going to get USDT. I'm going to get US dollars. So who is this business for? Who's eligible to do this business? Here's a question that was posed to the CEO by my good friend John Bone in the UK, asking him, is this business for the very rich, for the investors with hundreds of millions of dollars, or just for you and I? Please take a listen.
Okay, hi guys, I'm here with Mr. Brian Benson, CEO of Aurum. We're here in Victoria, a lovely hotel. Brian's flown in just for a few hours just to meet some of the leadership team. So I guess I've got one very quick question, because I know you've got people waiting for you, Brian. I'm a guy that wants to share this project with the everyday man and woman, okay? So the students, the tradesmen and women, the retirees. Why is it that this project is something that those sort of folks should look at?
Well, I think that's a great question, and I think it's a very simple answer. Up until the most recent sort of decade or the last few years, the financial system has been sort of rigged towards the big guy, right? And in banks, for example, they take in $1,000, they loan out $12,000, they keep all the money. And I think what Aurum is doing is putting that on its head, where we're bringing technology that people can use to make their lives better, but also they can use it to grow a business or to refer their friends to it, right? And so what we're doing is we're sharing the commissions that the banks usually keep for the executives across the entire network. And that's really beneficial to the tradespeople, to the people that have a small amount of money to invest, because they're able to not only get a strong investment here where a lot of the rewards are coming directly back to them, but they're also able to refer their friends and family or other people and make a commission off of that. So I think it's twofold. I think it's one is we're passing as much as we can on to the community, and secondly, we're giving an opportunity to people with very little investment to have some sort of business that can work for them. So.
And give them great hope for the future in
right.
what is becoming a very crazy world out there. So listen, I won't keep you any longer.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you, Brian. Look forward to seeing you in Dubai.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And so you could see right there that the business is for everyone, to the student, to the commoner, to everyone virtually that works, that need money, that want to create another stream of income. Aurum is the answer for you. And so you can see right here, for last month, February, 16.96% was what was earned. The company currently is trading with 90.2 million USDT. My money is part of this money being traded by the company. And then 13,083,764 was earned by the company for the month of February. So it is from this amount of money that we all are getting paid on a daily basis. And so we come to almost the end of the presentation, where we're going to talk about the frequently asked questions and deal with them one by one. So what makes Aurum different and why does it stand out? Aurum is different because it is a fintech company that has different products that just by using it, you earn. It's different because all of the companies that we have invested in basically are network marketing companies, direct sales company, product-based, MLM, and whatnot. But what we have with Aurum is different because it's a fintech company like Binance. The Aurum is a Ponzi scheme or a structured fintech system. Of course, you can tell that Aurum is not a Ponzi scheme because a Ponzi scheme does not have products. It is robbing Peter to pay Paul. But here you have different products that just by using it, you earn. So, of course, it is a structured fintech system. Who is behind Aurum and does it have visible leadership and global presence? Yes, we talked about Brian Benson, we talked about Leonardo Galinde. There are two CEOs in regards to Aurum Foundation, and we saw all the other professionals that are in leadership position that run the company. So, under what regulatory framework does Aurum operate? Aurum operates under the regulatory framework of Hong Kong and the United Arab Emirates. Its headquarters is at the UAE. But during the event in January, we're told by the company that right about now, over 7 different licenses have already been uh, what's the word? They have over 7 different licenses that are already been um acquired for, and we're just waiting approval so that the company continues to spread all over the world. Because the game plan of the company that in 2025 is going to be resident in over 75 different countries globally. And so, can I withdraw my capital and how does the withdrawal process work? Yes, you can withdraw your capital if you're using the XAI bot on the 1st, on the 10th, and on the 20th. And the withdrawal takes between 30 minutes to 48 hours. But I've never seen withdrawal take 48 hours. But under 30 minutes, we nearly every time get our withdrawals. And once you have up to 25 USDT, you can withdraw directly to your external wallets. Is there risk involved and how the risk managed? So artificial intelligence is a higher intelligence that trades the market, and it has a high form of risk management. I say this because before the company launched in January, they have been backtesting these AIs since the past 3 years. And every time all the trading values, trading profits, trading percentages fall between 16 to 18% on a monthly basis. And so, yes, the risk is being managed by the artificial intelligence that trades the market effectively. Is the profit per day fixed or how are returns generated? The profits per day are not fixed. They are not fixed. Only that the capital that you come in with is how much you will earn based on the percentage accrued to it. So the higher your capital, the higher returns that you get. And how are returns generated? Returns are generated from the tradings done in the market by the AI. Returns are also generated by the using of these different fintech products by individuals in the company. For example, there's a tiny winning amount each time you withdraw from the ATM. There are different services or charges that you pay when you're using other different services of the fintech products. So yes, the company has a multitudinous way of making money or generating returns. So what happens during market crashes or high volatility? Market crash has nothing to do with artificial intelligence because the AI is a step further than the market. It has the ability to know where the market is going to and getting there first, taking trades and earning profits in nanoseconds. So high volatility is the work of every trader. Every trader loves high volatility because if the market is more volatile, then they tend to earn more money. So why should I join now instead of waiting? You should join now because the company is just beginning. Started in January of this year. You should join now because you need another stream of income. You should join now because you have dependents that are waiting for you that need money. You should join now because you have bills. Bills are mounting every day. You should join now so that you can find a way to earn more money and help others who are depending on you, guys. Yet again, we want to look through the different products of the company, like what said. The XAI bot has proven to earn between 16 to 18% on a monthly basis. The XAI Pro bot earns between 8 to 12% on a monthly basis. The Aurum's use bot earns between 10 to 15% on a monthly basis, but could do 15 to 20% if you manually compound your crypto. when you're part of us, you would understand what we mean by manually compounding with the Aurum ecosystem. And then the real world asset, you have the Aurum POS, an ATM, you have the Aurum Flow, you have the Aurum token, Aurum Network, Aurum Staking, Aurum Neobank, the Aurum Exchange, over 14 different products, like I said, and then the Aurum Visa cards and the MasterCard. So yes, this shows you that the company is ready for business. And now you're about to watch the 4 minutes video of the company's long-term plan. Please note the timing, please note the products, please note the words, because as we speak, the company has kept on this from February 2023 when the roadmap began. So let's take a listen and take notes about this.
February 2023. The world was still living by the old financial logic, but we pressed start. We wanted to create an ecosystem that would unite artificial intelligence and finance to make asset management simple, scalable, and secure. That's how Aurum was born. The starting point was EXAI Bot, the first AI-powered trading solution, an algorithm that laid the foundation for an entire era. From that moment, we began expanding at the speed of light. We've built and are implementing a vision that includes trading AI bots, exchanges, neobank, crypto cards, and real-world asset tokenization, official registration in Hong Kong, and the first features in global media. The creation of Aurum Neobank, the launch of Zeus AI Bot, and the flash loan license surpassing $1 million in profits. The opening of our headquarters in Dubai, where hundreds of industry leaders gathered. The world started to talk about us. We were featured by Binance, Benzinga, Crypto Reporter, and Blockchain Wire. Forbes called us the new infrastructure of global finance. But this is no time to pause. We're gaining momentum. We launch Aurum Academy, strengthen our team, and appoint Brian Benson, a professional with 27 years of experience, as our CEO. Global events in Vietnam, Dubai, and Antalya. Thousands of cards sold, and the launch of the AI agent ecosystem. Today, we stand on the stage of Token 2049 Singapore, alongside the leaders of Binance, Tether, KuCoin, and Tron. And this moment once again proves Aurum is a global ecosystem of worldwide scale. But the most important part, this is only the beginning. The next decade will be one of expansion. In 2025 to 2026, we bring Aurum Neobank to the mass market. Hundreds of thousands of users, millions of transactions. The launch of Aurum Exchange, which reaches $5 billion in trading volume within its first year. AI bots manage over $100 million in assets. The first 5,000 cash-in and withdrawal terminals appear. Aurum establishes its presence in 10 countries and secures its position in the global market. In 2027 to 2028, we raise the bar. Neobank reaches 2 million users and 1.5 million cards. During this period, Aurum Dex, a next-generation decentralized exchange, launches. Personalized AI-based services emerge. Credit scoring and capital management. The first RWA deals worth $500 million are integrated. The terminal network expands to 20,000 points across 20 countries. By 2029, Neobank evolves into a super app. Flight bookings, taxis, car rentals, food delivery, while transactions exceed $20 billion. Aurum Dex cements its position within the ecosystem with $5 billion in trading volume, becoming a key element of Aurum's DeFi direction. AI agents operate for hundreds of thousands of businesses, and RWA grows to $5 billion. Aurum becomes an ecosystem that accompanies users every day. In 2030 to 2033, we reach global scale. Neobank's user base hits 12 million and over 10 million cards. Inside the super app, 15 to 20 integrated services and partnerships with 500 global brands. Aurum Exchange reaches $90 billion in trading volume and enters the top 10 global crypto exchanges. The terminal network expands to 100,000 plus locations across 50 plus countries. The annual Aurum Global Summit gathers 5,000 leaders. By 2033 to 2035, Aurum Neobank enters the top 5 global neobanks with a valuation of $10 billion plus. Aurum Exchange remains in the top 10, while Aurum Dex surpasses $20 billion in trading volume. AI manages over $5 billion in assets, and RWA exceeds $20 billion. We are present in 75 countries, with 1,000 global partners and over 100,000 terminals. The Aurum Global Summit brings together 10,000 industry leaders. Aurum becomes the symbol of a new financial era, a system that made finance accessible to everyone, a story that has already transformed the industry, and a future that already belongs to us.
So, guys, what you have just watched is the long-term plan, the strategy of the company till 2035. So you would agree with me, if this company is going to do all this to 2035, it means that you and I are not mistaken if we can have our money compounded for the next 5 years. 2035 from now is 9 years from now.
February 2000.
And so, before we go, I just want to introduce you a little bit to what we understand is the partnership program of the company Aurum. Aurum Network is one of the products of the company that makes you money. And by making you money, you can really create true financial freedom. Now, you can do this business passively. Yes, just have your own money working for you. You don't need to tell anybody about it. You earn. But Aurum Foundation has used what we call the word of mouth communication system in order to grow the business. Quite unlike Binance that had to use the ICO system to sell off and have capital to begin, or instead use the system where they pay Mr. A for telling Mr. B about it, growing a team, bringing in loved ones, and showing them the opportunity and have their money working for them. And if you do that, you have a chance to grow in 15 different levels from Voyager to Vanguard Pro and up until Alpha. But guess what? There are 8 different ways. Yes, 8 different ways you can earn from the partnership program in Aurum. But this is just based on the network bonuses that you stand a chance to earn if you choose to grow a team, make everyone become financially free. Tell your friends, family, relation, loved ones, and anyone who has failed with you before in previous businesses to be part of it. Yes, you stand a chance to earn over $6.8 million as we speak. And that brings us to the end of the presentation today. I want to thank you all for being on here. We will take questions afterwards.